Okay, so this is a second video, and in this video I want to talk about some things that I use to promote better digestion, assimilation of your food so you can get nutrition out of the food that you're eating. And in a separate video I'll talk about um, food, so just how to nourish your body. But that's not this video. This video is about detoxing. And detoxing, we can look at this as like a really I feel like sometimes it's like all or nothing. You feel like you have to do a huge cleanse for a certain amount of time, or just juice fast, or even just some type of fast, or colon cleansing. And at first I wanted to do a program through Blessed Herbs, and unfortunately it didn't work out. If you want to do something separately through them, you can, blessedherbs.com. They do have some colon cleanses and stuff. I just decided to taper it back and not feel so extreme or radical. But there are certain things that I want you to be mindful of. A lot of our environment, as far as the products that we put in our body, the cleaning products that we use in our environment to clean our homes, um, even down to like laundry detergent, all that stuff absorbs in our body, and our liver has to work hard to process it and get it out. Whatever isn't detoxed properly gets stored into fat. And there are several parts to the detox process, as far as eliminating those toxins, those chemicals in the body, um, that, when you do release it, you're exposing yourself to that toxin again. So you want to use something that's going to help flush that out of the body. But how do we flush things out of our body? We urinate, we have a bowel movement, we sweat. So we need to make sure, especially in those three key areas, that those are working perfectly. So the first thing I want you to think about is, are you drinking enough fluids a day? The goal in this program, and I say program, I'm going to do this for 4 weeks. If you want to do it for 2 weeks, that's fine. Choose your timeline for you to check in. Give yourself at least a month though. Let's shoot for a month together. So if you do a month, let's focus on making sure that we're drinking enough water. That's the first step. So 2 liters sounds like a lot, right? That's like a bottle of soda. That's about 8 cups of water a day. So if you can get 8 cups of fluid in a day, that and would ensure that you are urinating enough. And if you're working out and you live in Arizona, so you might be sweating, it's hot here, then make sure that you're just maybe shoot for half of your weight in ounces. So if you're 120 pounds, then half of that is 60 ounces. So you're just shy of, you're about between 7 and 8 cups of water a day. So you could do it that way, or just shoot for the 8 glasses. I have a big flask here that I fill up every day. And this guy, oh, it doesn't say on the bottom. Oh, it does say 40 ounces. So that's 5 cups of water. So I would need to drink about 2 of these a day to get my fluid intake. And coffee, caffeine, don't count that into your fluid intake. So I'm not going to tell you to kick the coffee habit, because I love coffee too, but there are some alternatives for that. And for caffeine, for the taste of coffee, I love the way it smells. I love drinking something warm in the morning. I just feel like it sets the tone for me, for my day. So roasted dandelion root has a roasted flavor to it. It also helps the liver detox. And I was drinking that even when I was breastfeeding, just so I wasn't taking in more caffeine. And even in pregnancy I did, but you'll want to check with your primary care provider if that is something that, if you are pregnant or nursing, just to make sure that you're okay with it and they're okay with it. But roasted dandelion root tea was really good. It's really good, great for decongesting the liver too and helping detox. So getting your fluids, perfect. Are you having a daily bowel movement? Now, I love to talk about that because that's very telling. If you are not going every day, then your body is not eliminating properly. while you're going through this reset, is what I'm calling it, um, going more than once a day can be fine as long as it's not extremely loose stool. If you are or tend to go towards the way of constipation, where you have like pebble stool, it's like little hard little balls, or it's compacted that way, you might want to take a look at your fluid intake. But you can also, there are some other things that you can do. Magnesium citrate, many of you have heard me talk about it. There's a brand called Natural Calm. It's a powder that you put in water and go to bed, and it helps relax. It vasodilates the blood vessels, so it helps you feel relaxed, but it also pulls water into the colon and helps you have a bowel movement. So I suggest that you just drink it at night, go to sleep, and then start with a small dose of it. I think they start you at like 250 milligrams of it, and you can steadily increase until you get to that happy medium. You don't want to go overboard with it because it can cause loose stool. So that's an option there. And then I also have psyllium husk. And this, in addition to just promoting bowel movements, this kind of like cleanses the colon. It gives it a little scrub, is what I say. So you start with, this suggests 3 veggie caps, but you can do, if you have the powder form, like half a teaspoon, and working your way up very slowly to just increase your fiber intake. What that also is doing is it's getting any excess, it helps detox any like excess estrogens in the body. Adding fiber and greens helps, the liver process and detox. It's going to help pull out and stabilize that. The other thing that I would suggest is for digestion is digestive bitters. Can you guys see that? This is by Urban Moonshine, and it is delicious. They have different ones. This is just the original, and you take care of this bitter in the sense that it helps you digest your food better. So if you're having any acid reflux, gassing, bloatiness, heartburn, this can help you, and you take this with your meals. And this will help you assimilate your nutrition too. So we talked about bowel movements, we talked about liquid intake, and then the last thing is sweating. So with movement, if you haven't worked out in a while, or you're gently working out, and like I said, you're in AZ, you're sweating anyway, probably being outside, then you can gently do that. I want you to really tune into your body. Are you feeling really tired? Then it's not the day for a deep workout. You can go for a walk or do a yin yoga. There's certain types of exercises that might be too strenuous on your body, like a Bikram yoga, like a hot yoga class. If you're having heart palpitations and night sweats as it is, that's not the class for you. You don't want to overexert or sweat, even more. But sweating is a way to help detox, and moving your body gently or vigorously through running also helps too. And it does it in two different ways. It's helping with sweat releasing through the pores, right? Our skin is our biggest organ, but it also helps with lymph movement in the body. Every time your muscles contract, your lymph nodes help process and push the lymph, which kind of collects the debris and moves it through the body, out of the body. And there are several ways you can do that. Some people jump on, like, it looks like a mini trampoline. It's called a rebounder. And I'm not suggesting that you go out and get a rebounder. If you do have a trampoline, you can do that for like 5-10 minutes a day. Just jumping, the contraction of your muscles moves your lymph through your body. I can't help but bounce when I'm saying that. But then you can also get a dry brush, and you can order these on Amazon. Your Whole Foods or your Sprout stores have these. This one's made out of boar's hair. It's kind of soft. It feels a little funny if you've never dry brushed before, but the idea here is to start at your limbs and move towards your heart. You always want to go towards your heart, so from your toes up to your knees. You have lymph nodes behind your knees. You have lymph nodes in your inguinal, your area of your crotch where your legs meet your crotch there, that inguinal, that V shape there. You have lymph nodes dense there. Your armpits, through your neck. So obviously you're gonna dry brush like 3 to 5 strokes along each area to the heart. You can do this before your shower. It's very invigorating. And then from your toes to your knees, to your knees to your hips, on the front and the back of your legs. You're not going to do your face. It's really thin skin there, but you'll do this. You can do this once a day. And besides sloughing off dead skin cells, it's gently moving the lymph to those nodes in the area so your body can help process and push them out. So we've talked about sweat, circulation, bowel movements, hydration. So those are my picks for that. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about 2 additional detox techniques with the use of castor oil and chlorella tabs. And well, I'll just go over it in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, email me at Kari, Kari, at lunaacupunctureaz.com.